So the time has finally come for Apple's new line of chips, the M2 Pro and M2 Max, with more power, more size, more transistors, more performance, and more cores of GPU. But is this the upgrade we've all been waiting for? And is it as powerful as we think? It's finally here. We're finally here. We can all relax. Let's just take a moment and relax. The M2 Pro and M2 Max chips have been announced and released by Apple, and they're going in their new MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini. Now, this thing is something everyone's been waiting for a long time, and in true Apple fashion, they have waited until the end of CES. Normally, we would have expected them to drop their new line of chips around about the November time, but Apple have kept us waiting, and they've waited until the end of CES. Once all the tech hype has gone, all the new products are released, and then they can drop a bombshell of their own, which is their new line of chips. Shall we have a look at it? Let's go. Now, we all know that Apple laptops and the Apple products are generally the most powerful in the world. They have the most powerful specs, they have the most powerful chips, but Apple is normally known and are incessantly known for their minuscule upgrades year after year after year. They might increase the power of something by about 5% and change one little feature of an Apple product, and that is what will keep you going for another year. However, this year it has changed. The problem Apple have is with the M1 Pro chip, it was such a powerful chip that it could do absolutely anything. It could handle fast processes, it could handle video processing, image processing, it could handle pretty much anything you threw at it. And that was the issue they had this year with trying to compete with that and trying to go better. But with the M2 Pro chip, they really have done absolutely brilliantly with it. So the M2 Pro chip boasts 40 billion transistors in a chip the size of a fingertip, which gives it 200 gigabits a second of memory bandwidth, supports up to 32 gigabits of unified memory, and it has a 12-core CPU, which has 8 high-performance cores and 4 high-efficiency cores. This makes it 20% faster than the M1 Pro chip. It also has a 19-core GPU, which is 30% faster than the M1 Pro chip. Now, Apple's neural engine is industry leading, and this year it is 40% faster than the M1 Pro. Now, the neural engine deals with image and video processing. So if you have a chip now that's 40% faster than last year and you deal with image and video processing, that means that if you're a content creator or photographer or videographer or anything like that, this is going to be absolutely essential to your workload. But let's have a quick think realistically. If you remember back to their promo for the M1 Pro, this thing was next level and it could handle absolutely anything you threw at it. And now they're saying that this is 20% faster. Well, do you really need that? Well, that's something for you, I suppose. But overall, the CPU is 20% faster and the GPU is 30% faster. Now let's have a look at the new M2 Max. Now this thing I got quite excited about. The M2 Max boasts 67 billion transistors. That's 10 billion more than the M1 Max, which is already one of the most powerful chips in the world. It's 3 times as many as the standard M2 chip. It has 400 gigabits a second of memory bandwidth and supports up to an astonishing 96 gigabits of unified memory. Now that's more than realistically most people are going to need. But for a laptop, this isn't a computer, this is a laptop. It can handle 96 gigabits of unified memory. That can pretty much do anything you want. And that is also 50% more than the M1 Max. Now this has a 12-core GPU with 20% more performance than the M1 Max and a 38-core GPU, which is 30% more performance than the M1 Max. And its neural engine this year apparently supports up to 2 times more ProRes support. And in workflows like DaVinci Resolve, which is what I use for my video editing and content creation, it is up to 30% faster than the M1 Max chip. Now, if you think about it, and if you want, go back and watch the promo for the M1 Max. That was already an incredibly powerful chip, and now they're making it so much faster, so much more powerful, and it can pretty much do anything. Now, here's my final thoughts. if you have an M1 Pro, you probably don't need to upgrade, or an M1 Pro Max. If you have one of those two, you probably don't need to upgrade. If you've had your laptop for about a year and you bought the M1 Pro or Pro Max when it first came out, then you don't really need to upgrade, because that laptop is already so powerful and can pretty much do anything you want. But if you have an older one, if you've got, say, a laptop that's 2 or 3 years old, then this is going to be the laptop that you need to buy, or the chip that you need to buy. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on the MacBook Pro with the new M2 Pro chip and M2 Max chip in it, and show you all the features and all the specifications of the MacBook Pro. But if you have something that's a couple of years old or 2 or 3 years old, then you would want to get this, because it's going to be future proof. This is going to last you 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you need to upgrade it. So this is something that you're going to invest in. Now, MacBooks and Apples really are astonishing, and Apple are known for only upgrading minuscule things every single year. They do it all the time, and it does frustrate a lot of Apple users. But this one, I really think, is actually quite a decent upgrade. Now, like I said, if you've already got the M1 Pro, you don't really need it. But if you're anything else, get it. Now, if you're just sitting there having a coffee, wondering what to watch next, I quite recommend you click here. That's what I would do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. And please like the video. Consider subbing to the channel, because we have a lot of content like this. But I would click here.